Joe in real life. It's 2 days after my birthday. It's early in the morning. I just got my run in. I'm listening to 72 Seasons again, the new Metallica album. And this is kind of a banner moment for me because I have a weird test with music. And it's not like a strict test, but I give everything a chance. I always listen to the full album, whatever I'm listening to, from screamo, technical death metal, avant-garde music. Doesn't matter. I always listen to the whole album. And then I'll usually listen to the whole album a couple of more times just to be sure I feel the way I feel about it, even if I don't like it. But if I listen to an album once and then later, unprompted, unscheduled, if you will, I have the urge to listen to it, that means I genuinely like the album. Right? I know it doesn't need a formal structure, but I've given it one needlessly. And that happened with 72 Seasons. This morning I was thumbing through my stream and I was like, what am I going to listen to? I don't want to listen to anything really. And I was like, 72 Seasons. Let's give that a shot again. And I'm listening to it and I like it. I don't love it, but I like it. And I don't know that I've honestly liked a Metallica album since, well, that's not true. But since S&M, since the orchestra one. There have been songs on albums that I've liked quite a bit. There's some real bangers on, well, I'm not going to list them because that would be ridiculous. But overall, the albums I just haven't enjoyed. I haven't returned to. So cliche heavy, you know? Like it's hard to listen to aged multi-millionaires talk about the darkness inside of them, you know? Like I just don't believe you. Even if it's true, I don't believe you. And the new album, 72 Seasons, has plenty of those moments, you know? Like, but I just like it better. And I genuinely like it, so that's good. My favorite Metallica album, you didn't ask, but I'm telling you, and Justice for All. I know, it's a weird one. I think of Injustice for All as a prog metal album. Maybe the first that I ever heard. And I just think that the songs are long and just intricate and beautiful. I know almost everyone is a Master of Puppets fan if you're going to listen to the older stuff. And Injustice for All is the album that a lot of people started turning on Metallica even before Black, to say nothing of Load. But I love Injustice for All. It's the Metallica album I return to most. I do love Ride the Lightning, but Injustice for All, that's it for me. I love it. Today I'm going to do some knees over toes and some front squats. I'm going to work on some other stuff. I've been listening to Andy Galpin on the Andrew Huberman podcast, and I'm incorporating some fun ideas. I do regret shit in the bed on Candido, and I am going to rematch Candido, but I honestly believe I have to spend some time investing in my weaknesses and just building, just doing some basic hypertrophy base building before I go after something like that again, because those really, really heavy percentages are combined with all the other bullshit I do that I don't need to do, but I like. It's hurting me, man. And like, I want to do all that random bullshit. So I got to figure out a strategy. So that's what I'm working on now. Now I'm going to show you a little bit of it today. This is going to get more involved as time goes on. But you got a Metallica 72 Seasons review. So that's good, right? If you haven't listened to it, give it a shot. I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it a good deal more than anything they've made in recent years. And other than that, stay tuned. We're gonna lift some weights. We're gonna do some stuff. Okay. So the first thing I'd like to say is I'm an idiot. I'm a stupid person who had a stupid plan and messed up. I thought I had a lot of time this morning. I got up extra early, and full disclosure, I did not sleep well. So maybe that explains it. I was a little bit extra stupid. I felt great, so I didn't mind that I didn't sleep well. That happens sometimes. You don't get a ton of sleep, but you wake up and you're like, I feel fresh and good. Whatever, I'm just gonna do what I want. And so that's kind of the attitude I rolled out of bed with and attacked the day. And I had huge plans. I was gonna do like a million stupid things and do all of this knees over toes stuff and do all that. And yeah, like I don't even know why I thought what I thought, but like I have to leave now. Like, I'm making this voiceover. I'm late. Like I'm gonna have to call somebody and tell them I'm gonna be late. And more to the point, I don't know why I thought that I had as much time as I did. Like I have no idea. So anyway, I warmed up, did my burpees, yada yada yada. Did some power snatches actually, which was fun, a little neurological primer. And this is like 2.5, 3 times speed, and I'm just kind of lazily building up to a decent front squat. My injury feels completely healed. I still didn't want to push it, but I top out at 165, I think, something like that. Somewhere in that ballpark, and it felt good, it felt clean. I got the pin set just a hair high. That's more for interrupting the flow of my rep and less for any other real reason. I just wanted to come to a full stop. Anyway, I finish this and I get the sled and I'm pulling my sled around my cul-de-sac and I'm like, wait, what time is it? Like that was the moment I woke up. And I was like, what time is it anyway? And don't I have to be at work like right now? And the answer to that question is yes, or like pretty soon. pretty close to right now. So, you know, hey, much like my tagline, this is real life, right? And this shit happens. You know, we're not always smart. We're not always the most conscientious. I'm gonna sip my coffee. We're not always good at life. I had a great birthday weekend. I ate cake with every meal, German chocolate with that mushed up pineapple stuff on top. I love that shit. And I generally just enjoyed my life. And now it's time to get back to business. And a little sugar drunk and dippy. I miscalculated. I miscalculated kind of enormously. And yeah, I get what I deserve on that. So today's workout was not the relaunch I had planned, but so what? I'll do it tomorrow. Monday is just as good a starting day as Sunday. If I'm straight with you, if I'm totally straight, I much prefer Sunday. I like the classic concept that Sunday's the first day of the week, not Monday. I think when we started having regular 9 to 5s in the workforce, it got pushed to Monday, but Sunday's the first day of the week in my mind, always will be, you know. And it's my preferred, like, starting a new thing day, Sunday, but I'll join everyone else and make it Monday. Who cares? I don't know. Typically I would. I guess that's who, but not today. You know? I still got a pretty good workout in. I really enjoyed pulling my sled. I worked for a year to pull that sled with a 45-pound plate on it. So it's like 65 pounds total around my cul-de-sac in under 10 minutes. I worked for a year at this. And I came so close a bunch of times, like 10:03, 10:01, that kind of shit, just over and over again. And then a couple weeks ago, I pulled it in like 9:40. And now I can't pull it slower than 10 minutes. Like every time I pull it, it's under 10 minutes. And that shit pisses me off. like, because I wasn't even trying to pull it hard today. And I got 9:55. And like, oh, goody for you. What are you mad about? Like, your cardiovascular health is better. You're doing good. You're doing good work. Yeah, but there were times where like I pulled my ass off way harder than today, and got like 10:30, and that just doesn't make sense. You know, I'm as prone to believing the myths of like improvement as much as anyone, but that just doesn't add up. Anyway, I gotta go to work. You got a Metallica review, and you gotta hear a little story about how dumb I am. This is Joe in real life. I love you guys.